There once was a stock that put to sea. The name of the stock was GME. The price blew up and the shorts dipped down. Hold my bully boys, hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when Ryan Cohen joined the board. The captain called all hands and swore he'll take his shares and hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Before the news had hit the market, Wall Street bets came up and bought it. With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. No deals were cut, no shorts were squeezed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the artist's creed. He took the risk to hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. For 40 days or even more, the stock went up, then down once more. All gains were lost, it was looking poor, but still those traders did hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The short's not squeezed and the gain's not won. The tendy man makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Oh, I bid farewell to my monthly paycheck, and I gambled it all on a GME bet. To hold with the boys and ignore calls to sell until we have given the hedgies all hell. And the tendies and diamonds are filling my mind. I'll search for the moon and pay losses no mind. I fear not the hedgie, I fear not his greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Plot a course off to Mars from the orbit of Moon, to a place where my gains grew along with my crew. It's not about greed, no, I tell to my best, but sending a message to Wall Street the pest. As the words of their dread fill the space of my children, their saltiest tears, my heart fills with joy, then it's bigger than we. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Oh, for sure they will learn that there is consequence for playing with markets for his needs and ends. But when Reddit investors used their tricks on them, they screamed and they shouted while we bought again. As the sights of their rage fill the space in my eyes, for they duped us, but they won't escape us this time. We're this far from winning, this far from their greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Now that I'm staring down on the feds and the rich, I'm not sure what I want, but I don't think it's this. As my brothers stand in the raging typhoon, I hold on to my shares as they launch towards the moon. As the The souls of huddlers live forever in my mind as I fulfill the dreams that they once tried to find. I look from the moon with the stars within reach. I remember Wall Street bets and they think of me. For our stocks with the moonshot forever will be. I remember the fallen and they think of me. For the hedges shall crumble and fall to their knees. If tomorrow all the gains were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my stimulus and wife. I thank my lucky stars to be trading here today, 'cause we all still hold our calls and shares, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets. From the floor in New York City to accounts on Fidelity, from the house of your wife's boyfriend, you just tried to make him see. From you deep fucking value and your own portfolio, where there's tendies in every artist's gut, and it's time we buy and hold. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? It is Thursday, May 13th, 2021. I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. So, today, doing the show from Tendytown. That's right, Tendytown. And that is because all the major indexes are in the green. Overall, very good market day. But I will say it is kind of misleading because, yes, all the major indexes are up pretty big, but I see a lot of red. And I was browsing the subreddit, the Wall Street Bets subreddit. A lot of people lost money today. So, while, yes, it seems like a good day, kind of misleading. But we'll discuss all of that. Got a great show for you guys today. As usual, we'll just go over what happened in the market and crypto. And then we'll... I got some news about some certain stocks, specifically Bumble and Disney. Bumble and Disney. And then there were a lot of notable earnings today. So we'll cover all of that. Earnings on AirBNB, Alibaba, Coinbase, Doordash, and Disney. And we'll also talk about AMC because that is a big mover today. And then finally, we'll get to the Yolos. So yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. We are going to cover all of that. All right. So, before we begin, please like the video. Please subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. Link in the description down below. All right, guys. Let's do it. Boom. All right. What's up, Sicaria? Nice seeing you again. Thank you for tuning in. Diamond hands, that's right. Got you.
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
Alright, what's going on today? So, the Dow Jones is up 1.29%. The NASDAQ, wow, the NASDAQ was up a lot more actually. Crazy day for the NASDAQ. It started up like 2.5%, then it came all the way back down to like 0, and then it went back up over 1%, and now towards the end of the day, it sold off a little bit. It ends at 0.83%, but hey, I guess you can't complain. The S&P 500 is up 1.22%. So yeah, generally speaking, the market is pretty good. Big rebound from yesterday where everything was selling off. So let's check out what's going on individually. So Apple is up 1.79%. Nice, getting a little movement there. Still waiting to break 135, but who knows when that day is going to come. Maybe next year. Maybe 2025. We'll see. But Apple, not moving. Everyone says buy Apple, but it's not moving. All right. Airbnb down 3.21%. And they're going to report earnings. I believe they just did. We'll discuss that in a little bit. But I can see right here, finished at 136. And it's down to 129 in the after hours. So... yeah, I guess earnings were not good, or maybe they were good and it's just selling off anyway, because, you know, that's what happens. Buy the rumor, sell the news, but I'm not sure what the earnings were. We'll take a look at that in a second. AMC finishes up 23.74% today. Give that a rocket. Very nice. Congratulations to everyone with AMC. We'll discuss that. AMD down 2.08%. Amazon up 0.3%. Alibaba finishes down 6.28%. It's up a little bit in the after hours. We'll discuss their earnings. Stay tuned for that. Then we got Bumble down 14.31%. Very nasty. This is a continuation from yesterday after hours. They reported yesterday, I believe they had disappointing earnings, and that's why we see a sell-off. Selling off even more, actually, in the after hours. We'll discuss that. We got... What else we got here? Clover Health, down 6.68%. BTX down 14.46%. Coinbase down 6.53%, and they also are reporting earnings. We'll discuss that, and I see right here. So it finishes at $265, but in the aftermarket, it's already down to $257. So don't know what's going on with the earnings there. Either it's bad earnings or good earnings, and then people are selling the news. But we'll take a look at that in just a sec. We got Doordash. That finishes up 2.21%. They're also reporting, and again, we'll discuss that, but it's down in the aftermarket to 113. So we'll see what's going on with Doordash. Very good day for the meme stocks. It seems like all the meme stocks did pretty well, like double-digit gains for all of the meme stocks. See here, Express, that's up 13%. Facebook up 0.9%. Fubo down 5.73%. GME, everyone's favorite stock, right? GME, that is up 13.61%. So very nice. Congratulations to everyone with GME. What else we got here? Got Cost, that's another meme stock. That's up 11.83%. Marathon, which is a Bitcoin exposure stock, that's down 14% today. Very nasty. Crypto is down in general, and got a little bit of news about that. So, you know, these stocks generally follow crypto. Crypto's down, so didn't really expect too much differently. And probably the same thing for Riot. We'll see what's going on with Riot in a second. Mind Medicine up 2.4%. Very nice. Microvision down 6.45%. Pretty nasty. Microvision is back at $12.50. Netflix up 0.35%. Neo finishes down 7.3%. Disgusting. Really don't know what's going on with Neo. I don't see who would be selling this at this price. And I've bought the dip a couple times, and it just keeps dipping. I don't know what's going on with Neo, but hey, it's gonna have its day eventually. Oxygen down 4.41%. Palantir down 2.75%. So pretty much giving back all the gains that it had. What was it? 2 days ago or yesterday? Can't remember. But it's coming back. Pretty nasty. Peloton up 6.65% today. I did some videos last week saying, hey, might be a pretty good time to buy Peloton, and we see Peloton is recovering. Roblox down 7.75%. Had a nice little run yesterday, and so pretty normal. Expect some pullback from that. Hope you guys didn't FOMO in the top. Like I said, I did a video yesterday saying please don't FOMO. Or was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Can't remember, but I covered Roblox. Yeah, here we go. Riot Blockchain down 16.18%. So again, probably just following crypto. Roku up 0.5%. 0.51%. Snapchat down 1.16%. Square down 4.62%. Wow. What's going on with Square? That's been getting slammed of late. Might be a good buying opportunity. I don't know. Gotta check that out. Tesla down 3.09%. So, not as bad as it started. Viacom down 1.41%. Could be worse, but pretty surprising that Viacom has not been moving. A lot of people expected it to be at like 45 by now. We got Vaxart, that's down 3.23%. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for all the stocks. Meme stocks doing extremely, extremely well, and mixed results for everything else. So let's take a look at crypto. Okay. So, yeah, here's crypto. It's down 10% today overall. Pretty disgusting. But, you know, everyone who's been in crypto for a while now knows that this ain't nothing. Nothing new. It's very volatile, has crazy swings like this. I know it's difficult for new crypto traders who aren't used to crazy swings like this, but believe me, this happens all the time. This is nothing new. And a lot of this is because there has been a lot of FUD in the past day, and we'll talk about that in a second. I got some news regarding Elon Musk and Tesla. And anyway, so Bitcoin is down about 10%, Ether down 10%, Binance down 14%. I'm not going to cover the news on Binance, but very quickly, they are under investigation from the IRS and the SEC, I believe. So that probably had a lot to do with the big decline. Look, Cardano's up 9%, a bright spot. Dogecoin down over 16%, falling back under 40. Maybe you guys should buy the dip. I don't know. For you guys who watch me a lot, you guys know I really don't like Dogecoin. Not because I'm a hater. Like, I used to have it and I would have gotten rich, really rich, if I just held, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway. So, I wouldn't recommend buying it, but I guess if you guys want to buy the dip, maybe here's a good dip for Dogecoin. Not financial advice. I don't have any charts or anything, so I'd be saying maybe. XRP down 10%. Internet Computer, talked about that yesterday. That's a new one. That's down 6%. Polkadot's up over 1%. Bitcoin Cash down 18%. Litecoin down about 16%. Chainlink down about 9% or 8.5%. Stellar down 4%. Monero down 12.26%. Neo down 12%. Yep, so basically everything is down in crypto except Cardano. And I have Cardano, so good stuff there. Okay, now that's a good segue into our first article. Okay, very quickly before we read the article, there's breaking news up here. Says Disney misses on subscriber expectations. Parks revenue still hurt by C-19 restrictions. So, we'll discuss this in a second when we talk about the earnings. But it seems like the earnings were not good for Disney. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a sec. So let's talk about this right now. Let's read. As much as $365 billion wiped off of cryptocurrency market after Tesla stops car purchases with Bitcoin. Key points. Tesla CEO Elon Musk tweeted that the electric vehicle maker would suspend car purchases using Bitcoin, citing environmental concerns. As much as $366 billion was wiped off the entire cryptocurrency market, though it did pair some losses. Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP were all sharply lower. Musk and Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin and intends to use it for transactions as soon as mining transitions to more sustainable energy. Okay, so in summary, Bitcoin mining uses a lot of energy, and Tesla's whole company message is to go green. So I guess this conflicts with the company message. Now, I do find this kind of interesting. A lot of people were upset because he did, in fact, do a 180, Elon Musk. Seems like he was very, very pro-crypto, and it still seems like he is. I don't think he's against crypto anymore, but he's just pointing this out. And I will say that people weren't buying Tesla in Bitcoin anyway. Like, nobody really spends Bitcoin to actually buy stuff. It's more just used as a store of value. Actually, here's a lesson for everyone. I actually did buy something with Bitcoin years ago. See these earrings right here? My earrings. These are real diamonds. I bought these when Bitcoin was around $2,000. I paid around 1 Bitcoin for these earrings at the time. And now it's worth, $50,000, $60,000. So, I regret it. Excuse me. And I'm just telling you guys, use this as a lesson. You should probably not spend your Bitcoin to buy material stuff. Just hold it. Just hodl. Well, we used to say hodl, H-O-D-L, but now it's diamond hands. Right? Just diamond hands your Bitcoin. Don't actually buy stuff with your Bitcoin. And I'm just saying this because, I don't have any real numbers in front of me, but I highly, highly doubt that many people are actually buying Teslas with their Bitcoin. Pretty sure they're just using straight cash, not cryptos. Here comes the sirens. So, I don't think this had that much to do with the big sell-off in crypto, but it is a factor. And, probably just a lot of FUD, a lot of overreaction. So I wouldn't look too much into this. I would just say, take it as an opportunity to buy the dip, not financial advice. But, a lot of people are upset with Elon Musk over this. I really don't think it's that big of a deal, to be honest. And regarding the mining transactions, the fees, that I agree on. The fees are getting very, very ridiculous. It's like $25 just to send a transaction now. And that is probably why so many people are switching to Bitcoin Cash now, for the sole purpose of they don't want to pay $25 every time they want to send a transaction. So I agree there. Um, so we'll see what happens if there's a solution to that. But here is Elon Musk crypto Tesla news. Again, don't think it's the biggest deal in the world, and I think it's just FUD. Crypto should recover, but not financial advice. All right. Let this load. Okay. So now let's get into the earnings, and we'll start with Bumble. They actually reported yesterday, but we'll just do some fundamental and quick technical analysis on Bumble. So this says Bumble shares fall sharply after first quarter report dipping below IPO price. Key points. Shares of Bumble fell sharply Thursday morning, dipping below its initial public offering price of $43 apiece after the company reported first quarter results. The company issued what some considered cautious guidance. The dating company's stock dipped more than 17% to hit an all-time low of $39 apiece. Okay. I'm just looking really quickly to see what the actual earnings were. Why am I lagging? Well, it says they beat on revenue. Yeah, I'm not going to waste time looking at this, but um so yeah, let's take a look at the analyst ratings first of all. Okay. So here are some analyst ratings. There are 15 ratings. 7 say buy and 8 say hold. And the average price target is $61. So that's about a 50% upside from the current price of $40. And let's take a look at the technical analysis. So here's Bumble, and there's not too much data to go off of because this just IPO'd 2 months ago, or 3 months ago in February. So we got about 3 months of data. Now the RSI is currently sitting at like 23. So the chart is telling us that the stock is currently undervalued and oversold. And again, average price target of 60. That's 50% upside from the current price. So, just based on the fundamentals, based on the technicals, this does seem like a good buy right here at $40. There is a consensus of a 50% upside, and this could possibly go back to 85, which is the high, and that would be a 100% upside. So if you guys want to buy Bumble right here, I can't blame you. I would say go for it. Now, personally, I wouldn't go for this. Maybe as a swing trade, but for the long term, I wouldn't go for this, just because I do like Match better. Match is pretty much a monopoly in the online dating space. They own Match.com, Tinder, OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, and they're just way more ahead of the game, way more established than Bumble. I believe the CEO of Bumble used to work for Tinder. But hey, that's just my opinion. If I was gonna go, I'd rather go with Match over Bumble. But I guess as a comparison, you could compare like Facebook to Snapchat. I would say like why go for Snapchat when you could just go for Facebook? They're much more established and better company. But then you see Snapchat go from like 20 all the way to 60. So it could be more growth in the play. So we might see the same thing here, even though Bumble is really outmatched against Match. No pun intended. There could be significant growth here. So anyway, I would say yes at this price at $40. If you want to buy, go for it. That seems like a pretty good idea. All right, what's next? All right, let's talk about Disney now. Let me actually see if I could. I think there's a new Disney article. Give me a sec, guys. My apologies. This is breaking news, so first time I'm seeing this stuff. Sorry, guys, just loading here. Okay. All good? Yeah. Okay. So, got a few articles about Disney here. We'll go over them very quickly. Then we'll just talk about fundamentals and technicals. So, this one says options traders fade Disney ahead of Thursday's earnings reports. So basically all this means is that options traders are bearish on Disney ahead of earnings. And it seems like they would be correct. We'll see what the exact earnings are in just a second. But it appears that it's not good. Alright, so here's some more Disney news. Of course, here comes the sirens. 1 second, guys. Alright, it reads, Jungle Cruise is the latest film to debut in theaters and on Disney Plus for $30. But investors still have unanswered questions. Key points. Jungle Cruise is the latest Disney feature to find itself as a part of a hybrid theatrical and streaming release strategy. The film, which stars Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt, will premiere in theaters and on Disney Plus Premier Access on July 30th. Disney has used a similar tactic for Mulan and Raya and the Last Dragon. Well, yeah, quite honestly, I don't really see how this affects the stock price. Probably should have read this before before I put it on the show. This is kind of irrelevant, I think. Anyway, that's pretty cool to know, I guess. So let's actually get into the earnings here. Okay. It says Disney misses on subscriber expectations. Parks revenue still hurt by C-19 restrictions. Key points. Disney reported second quarter results Thursday, posting lower than expected revenue and subscriber counts for its streaming service. The company missed on subscriber estimates for Disney Plus, coming in at 103.6 million paid subscribers. Hey, that's a lot of subscribers. Come on. All right, so EPS was 79 cents. The expected was 27 cents. So that's a huge earnings beat there. Almost by 3. So, and the revenue was a slight miss. It was 15.61 billion and the expected was 15.87 billion. So, by any normal standard, this seems like pretty good earnings. But I guess in the streaming world, it's a little different. It seems like when it comes to streaming companies, people care more about growing subscribers rather than actual earnings. We saw that with Netflix. They had great earnings, but they were losing subscribers. Not losing subscribers, but they weren't growing subscribers as fast as investors wanted to. And as a result, the stock sold off. So I guess we're seeing a similar thing happen here. So they were expected to get 109 million subs, and they only had 103.6. So that is kind of a big miss. That's it's like a 5.5 million subscriber miss. So, alright, let's take a look at the fundamentals and the technicals now and see if this is a good buying opportunity. Alright, so we see here Disney closed at 178 and now it's down to below 172. So, pretty big sell-off after hours as a result of disappointing earnings. I shouldn't say disappointing earnings, disappointing subscriber count. Okay. Now, so here is the analyst ratings. Out of 27 ratings, 19 say buy, 1 says overweight. It's actually 28 ratings. So out of 28 ratings, 19 say buy, 1 says overweight, 7 say hold, and 1 says underweight. And the average price target is $209. So at this current price of 172, that's about like a 20% upside there, give or take, about 20% upside for the average price target. So let's take a look at the graph. So, okay. I think this is a pretty decent buy. The RSI is currently sitting at 36. But it's probably a little lower now after this after-market sell-off. So we'll see what it is tomorrow, but it's probably more around 30 now. And, you know, when the RSI hits 30, that means undervalued, oversold. So I mean, even if you're not trying to time it, I do think Disney is a really good stock. Fundamentally, you know, like everyone can agree with that. They got media and they got their parks and their cruises and all that stuff. It ain't going anywhere. It's a great company. Now, in terms of a value play, I'm not so sure. Like, obviously, yes, like, as I just mentioned, 20% upside. If you're just looking for 20% upside, sure, go for it. I'm with you 100%. But, that being said, there are many, many, many other value plays that are better than this. A lot more value, a lot more upside. So, I can't blame you if you guys want to buy into this at this price. Buy the dip. This seems like a good entry point, relatively good entry point. Maybe you should wait a little more to like 165. That's what I have the next level of support at. But yeah, if you want to buy here, can't blame you. 20% upside. You know, boomers like it, the apes like it. So, pretty good play here. But all I have to say is there are many other plays that you can make that are better than this. So, that is Disney. Disappointing earnings. Decent buying opportunity here. And we'll talk about AMC right after the siren passes. All right, my apologies. Let's talk about AMC. So, AMC was the big story today, or the big winner, I should say, especially on Wall Street Bets on the subreddit. Um, it was up about 24% today, and at one point it was like 31% up. I believe I was watching it earlier in the day. So, first of all, congratulations to everyone who has AMC. Attendees for you guys. All right, now let's talk about this from a fundamental and technical standpoint. All right, so I already see here in the aftermarket it's down 4%. So some pullback, some profit taking. Now, what caught my eye here was the short interest. You see here, there is a 21% short float. So over a fifth of the stock is shorted, and that probably had a big factor of why it went up so much today. Probably a lot of buying pressure, and the buying pressure in turn caused a short squeeze or gamma squeeze, whatever you want to call it. There were definitely shorts that were buying to cover today. So that is interesting. And let's take a look at the analyst ratings. So there are 10 analyst ratings. 1 says buy, 4 say hold, 1 says underweight, and 4 say sell. And the average price target is $4.44. So the street, the boomers, don't like this one. They don't like the stock. Here comes another siren. All right, let's take a look at the technicals. Just one sec after the siren passes. Sorry. All right, so let's take a look at the technicals for AMC. So we see the RSI is sitting at around 68, and at one point this did break 70 today. But right now it's at 68, so while it's not quite in overbought and overvalued territory, it is quickly approaching that. So I would say you guys might want to start considering to sell here. Not saying you should, but you guys should start to consider to. Now, just based on my personal opinion, and don't hate me, guys, but I'm gonna have to go with the street on this one and the boomers with this one. I'm really not too bullish on this. We still have the pandemic going on, so while movie theaters are reopening, still not at full capacity, not at full business. We got streaming now, so, and we just saw with Disney, and it's not going to be just Disney. We're going to see a lot of companies do this dual streaming movie theater thing release. And maybe in the future, movie theaters are going to be a thing of the past. Maybe everyone's just going to sit at home and stream it. But that's to be seen. But overall, just fundamentally, AMC doesn't seem like the greatest company. And technically, the thing ran up 24% today. Like I said, over 31% at one point in the day. I personally would sell here. Maybe this has a little bit more room to go, but I'm quite confident when I say that this is going to come back down pretty soon within the next couple trading sessions. This is probably going to pull back, and there's going to be a lot of profit taking. We just saw the average analyst price target is like 450. So, fundamentally, this price of about $13 doesn't really make too much sense, and it is approaching overbought and overvalued territory. So that's personally what I would do, and this is not financial advice. If I owned AMC at this point, I'd dump everything here. Great day, if you made 24% today, great day. Just take your profits and move on. If you are bullish, take your profits, wait for the thing to dip back down, and then you can re-enter at a lower price. I always say this, even if you are bullish, you got to take profits and re-enter. It's a lot better than just holding on, diamond handsing it, and you're going to lose out on potential gains there. So, yeah, that is AMC. Gamma squeeze today, or short squeeze, whatever you want to call it. And I personally would look to take profits here, and I encourage you guys to do the same. Or I encourage you guys to take profits. Might run a little more, but I'm pretty sure this is coming back down pretty soon. So that's AMC. And also, please don't FOMO. If you want to get in this, don't do it at this price. Please don't do that. That'd be very dangerous. That'd just be kind of throwing money away. If you want to get into AMC and you don't have a position yet, please don't do it here. Wait a little bit for a pullback and then enter. Don't do it here. Okay, now let's talk about AirBNB. They just reported, and this is going to be the first time I see this, so let's check it out. This says AirBNB says first quarter revenue rose 5% as vacationers return to travel. Key points. While Airbnb's revenue grew 5% in the first quarter, gross booking value rose some 52% as users opted for full homes and destinations outside cities. The company's net loss tripled, largely due to debt repayments. Airbnb is uncertain if the recovery will continue at the same rate in the second half of this year. So what's the earnings? Here it is. So there was EPS of negative $1.95. Doesn't say what the expected is, but that's pretty bad. And revenue was $187 million versus the expected of $714.4 million. So there's a beat on revenue. I'm not sure what the estimated EPS was, but the EPS was really, really bad. So let's take a look at this fundamentally and technically now. So, okay, so that's interesting. It seems like it had pretty bad earnings, but it's up after hours about 1%. But that's how things go nowadays, Great earnings, stock dips. Bad earnings, stock goes up. I don't know. Anyway, so right off the bat, I see the short float is 26%. That is a huge, huge short float. That is over a quarter of the stock. The people who hold the stock are short on it. Huge short interest. So, at some point, we might see a gamma squeeze or a short squeeze on this. Interesting stuff. Let's take a look at the analyst ratings. Okay. So, out of 34 ratings, 11 say buy, 1 says overweight, 19 say hold, and 3 say sell. And the average price target is $187. So that is about a 30% upside from the current price of $137. Let's take a look at this technically. Okay. So the RSI is sitting at like 20 right now. So really, this is extremely, extremely undervalued, extremely oversold. And as I just mentioned, the average price target is 187. That's about a 30% upside at this current price of 137. So, I mean, I'm not too bullish on Airbnb personally, but I can't blame you. I would support it if you guys want to buy it here at this price. Technicals are really good. It says this is an excellent entry point, and the analysts say that this has a 30% upside. So, and in addition to that, we could see a short squeeze. We just saw a 26% short float. So, this has a lot of potential to have a really big move, 30% or more. So, and this is not financial advice, but as a value play, this is a pretty decent play, 30% upside to the average price target. And then there's the potential of a short squeeze. So, and again, you guys should never buy a stock just for the sole purpose of short squeeze. You should buy it because you actually like it. So, if you guys are bullish on Airbnb, I would say absolutely go for this. A lot of upside potential here and potential for a short squeeze. So, that is Airbnb. Kind of disappointing earnings, but stock is going up nonetheless. And if you guys want to swing trade this or hold this in the long term, this seems like a pretty decent entry point. Oops. All right, let's do Alibaba. And let me see if I could find their earnings. Alright, so I can't find their earnings, and I'm not gonna spend time looking for it. But, pretty significant pullback today, over 6%, and it's not really moving too much in the aftermarket. So, let's take a look at the analyst ratings. So, naturally, I already did this a few times in previous videos, but we'll revisit this at this current price. So, out of 52 ratings, 46 say buy, 5 say overweight, 1 says hold. And the average price target is $307. So, about a 50% upside from the current price of $206. And if we take a look at this fundamentally, the RSI is currently at 25. So, undervalued, oversold. And the analyst price target is almost near the high. The high is 319. The analyst price target, average price target, is 309. So, I think everyone can agree here, boomers and apes, the street and the apes, that this is an excellent, excellent buy here at this price. Great entry point at this price at 206, and a 50% upside to the high / the average price target. So, really not much to say other than that. Great value play here, and both the street and the apes agree with this. So, if you guys want to buy Alibaba here, I would say go for it. Support you 100%, not financial advice. Okay. Oops. What is next? Coinbase. Okay. So here's Coinbase. Let's see how they did. Coinbase revenue tripled from last quarter as crypto prices skyrocketed. Key points. In Q1, Coinbase reported earnings per share of $3.05. The company reported on Wednesday. It also brought in $1.8 billion of revenue, up from $585 million in the fourth quarter of 2020 and $191 million a year ago. So, okay. EPS was $3.05 per share. Not sure what the estimated was. Yeah, and revenue was revenue was 1.8 billion. Again, not sure what the estimate was. But it seems like those are pretty great earnings. So let's take a look at this fundamentally and technically. And let's see how the market is reacting to these earnings. So yeah, it's up in the after hours, so market is reacting positively to these earnings. They like it. It's down 6.5% for the day. let's take a look at the analyst ratings. So out of 12 analyst ratings, 7 say buy, 1 says overweight, and 4 say underweight. And the average price target is $430. So, big upside there from 272 to 430. That's what is that? Oh, that's 50%, over 50%. It's about a 60% upside from the current price. So, let's take a look at the technicals. Okay, so there's really not too much to go off of here because this just started trading 1 month ago. So, okay, the RSI is at 36 right now. So, while it's not in oversold and undervalued territory, it's approaching that. It's very close to that. So, you could justify a buy here. I personally would probably wait a little bit longer to see if this falls below 30. But again, the average price target is $430, which is what the high was. And that is about a 60% upside from the current price. So a lot of upside here, and I can't blame you guys. I would support you guys if you wanted to buy here at this price of $270. Again, I'd probably wait just a little bit more to see if I can get this at a lower price, but really can't blame you if you want to just buy in right here. Very, very good value play. A lot of upside, 60% upside. So that is Coinbase. Very good earnings. Market reacting positively to this, and a lot of upside to the average price target. So, yes, if you guys want to go for this, go for it. I'm with you. Not financial advice. All right. And last one is Doordash. Let's read. Says DoorDash shares rise as delivery company boosts outlook. Investors shrug off driver shortage. Key points. DoorDash reported a loss of 34 cents per share on revenue of $1.08 billion for its first quarter. The company said that delivery drivers were in short supply, but consumer demand was stronger than expected. The company raised its 2021 forecast for gross order value to $35 billion to $38 billion. Okay, so the EPS was negative 34 cents versus the expected of negative 26 cents. So it missed there. And the revenue was 1.08 billion versus the expected of 993.3 million. So it beat revenue. So slight EPS miss and slight revenue beat. So let's take a look at this fundamentally. So in the after hours, this is up 7%. So market is reacting very positively to these earnings. The short float is around 13%. So not the biggest, but there's a notable short float here. So potential for like a gamma squeeze or a mini gamma squeeze. Let's take a look at the analyst ratings. Okay, out of 19 ratings, 6 say buy and 13 say hold, and the average price target is $171. So from this current price of 124, that is about a 20% upside. A little more than that, maybe like 25%. We'll just call it like 25%. 25% upside here. Pretty decent. So let's take a look at this technically now. Okay. So the RSI is sitting at 34, so not quite oversold and undervalued yet, but approaching that. And yeah, so again, the average price target is 171, so at this current price at 124, that's about a 25% upside. Pretty decent value here. Honestly, there's probably better plays you can go with, but I really can't blame you if you want to go for this one. So if you guys want to buy here at 124, I would get behind it. I can support that. I personally would probably wait a little bit more to see if this goes below 30 RSI. But pretty decent entry point here and pretty decent upside. So yes, that is Doordash. Great earnings, market reacting positively to that, and pretty decent upside here. Pretty decent entry point, pretty decent upside. So if you guys want to buy this, I support it. Not financial advice. Okay, and that is enough of the analysis. Let's get to the Yolos. All right, this first one is by I'm a Degenerate Gambler. Well, at least he's telling the truth. He says, AMC YOLO, Rocket Diamond Hands, I'm not leaving. I think it's referring to The Wolf of Wall Street when DiCaprio is getting kicked out and he's like, I'm not effing leaving. All right. So we're not going to look at the shares. We're just going to look at the options. So these are FDs, right? It looks like he just bought these today. So he has 15 contracts. He has 5 calls for AMC at the $11.5 strike. And he has 9 calls for the $12 strike, both expiring May 21st, so next Friday, about 1 week out. And says he's up $700 today, but it's probably a lot more than that. After market close. But anyway, let's analyze this. So, straight up, I would just dump these. Because, quite honestly, I don't think by next week these are still going to be in the money. They currently are. But I think this is going to pull back. I think this is going to pull back by next week below $11.50. So I don't believe these are going to be in the money by May 21st. So while they're still in the money, I would recommend that you sell them back, lock in your profits, and you know, enjoy the tendies. And again, if you're long, I recommend that you sell them and re-enter at a lower price. So, first of all, congratulations. I never recommend buying FDs, but this was a very risky play that paid off so far, and I just really hope that you lock in your profits. So, yes, congratulations to you. I'm a degenerate gambler. Just please sell these back. Don't hold on to these through expiration. Then you'd be really true to your name. If you held these through expiration next week, you really would be a degenerate gambler. Please sell these back and lock in your profits. So, thank you for posting. I'm a degenerate gambler. Good luck to you, and please post updates. Okay. Sorry about that. Just these damn sirens. This one is by, or I'm not even gonna say it. His name. It doesn't even make sense. But this guy says they downvoted me for this call. So he has 50 call options for AMC. $11 strike expiring tomorrow, May 14th. And we see right here, he's up $9,300. So, congratulations to you, first of all. Quite honestly, this guy got really, really, really lucky. I don't believe this was an FD, but he just managed to catch a major spike right before expiration day. So extremely, extremely lucky here. But that happens to all of us. We all catch a break sometimes. So what I would do here is just sell this back. It's only one day till expiration, and chances are that yes, it will finish above $11. But you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. This may dump off. Everyone may want to take their profits, and this may actually finish below $11. And that is the last thing you want to happen. Is if you're so far, if you have a $9,300 gain already, and then this thing just takes a turn for the worse, and then you lose it all tomorrow. So That's what I would do. Just tomorrow at open, just please sell this back. Lock in the profits. It's not worth it to hold on to this and potentially make a little bit more versus losing everything. So that's what I would do. Just sell this back tomorrow at open, and you'll be fine. You'll lock in a great gain. Enjoy the tendies. So, not much to say other than that. Congratulations. Hope you sell this back tomorrow. Good luck, and look forward to an update. Alright, this one is by Rude Ad 1095. He says, closed a large $10,000 put position on GameStop competitor, Best Buy. Would not be here today without this subreddit. Okay. So, this appears to be a day trade. He bought 27 puts for Best Buy at the $118 strike, expiring May 21st, and then he sold it back in the same day for, let me do the math right here. So this was a quick $5,800 profit. So about a 60% profit in one day. That is extremely, extremely impressive. Congratulations to you, Rude Ad. While I would not recommend doing a risky play like this, you see sometimes it does work out. And when it does, you print a lot of tendies. And this guy has a lot of balls for doing this. I mean, I guess anyone who buys FDs has a lot of balls. And most of the time it doesn't work. But when it does, it works out really well. So, not much to say here. Congratulations to you, Rude Ad. Very, very happy for you. Very impressive play. 60% in one day. Very, very impressive. Congratulations. So, thank you for posting, and good luck to you in the future. Give me a second, guys. Reddit is not loading right now. Ugh. Okay, this one is by Lurin Call. He says, Clover, one more week to go for May 21st. Hold is the only option. So he has 90 call options. He has 67 of them for the $10 strike expiring May 21st, and then he has 18 more for the $11 strike expiring May 21st. Now, I mean, I think this one is a no-brainer. I think everyone can agree. Are these going to finish in the money? No, they're not. Can't guarantee it. It might if you get a short squeeze, but 99% sure that this is not going to work. So, the obvious thing to do here is just to cut your losses. Still got $1,000 in value. That's a lot of money. And if you don't cut, it's all going to be gone. So, really not much to say other than that. Sorry for your loss, and please cut this. If you don't, you're going to end up losing another $1,000. Yeah, the only way this is gonna work is if you catch a miracle short squeeze like AMC did today. And even then, you would need like a 40% gain, 50% gain on that. So, very, very unlikely. Please just cut the loss and move on, live another day. So, sorry for your loss, Lurin call. This is nothing you can't make back. Good luck to you in the future. Thank you for posting, and look forward to an update. All right, oops. Okay. Last one. This one is by RGR111. He says gains. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, he has 490 calls for SPY at the $410 strike expiring May 21st in 1 week. So, says here, he's up 44%. Oh no. Says he's up 23.56% for a grand total of 51K. He's up 51K on this trade. Now, I'm not exactly sure when he bought these, but this was a great play. What's SPY at? I mean, SPY is currently at 411, so this is barely in the money right now. And So what I would do here is I would take some profit at this point. You have to take some profit because it's in the money right now. You're up really big, and we don't know what's going to happen next week. Because this would be extremely nasty if SPY goes under 410 next week and you lose all this money. You lose all your profits of 51K, and then you lose even more for what, like 240K to 210K. We'll call it 220K. So yeah, definitely. I mean, quite honestly, I personally would take all of it out because this is a very big gain already of 51K. And if SPY goes below 410 by next week, by next Friday, which is very, very possible, this is just barely in the money, you're going to lose 270K. So, yes, that's what I would do. I would just take all of the profits here. You're already up almost 24%. That's a great, great gain. You won, man. You won. Just take the profits, cut it, move on, celebrate your attendees. And even if you don't take all the profit, you should take some profit. You definitely have to cash something out here, because this is pretty dangerous here if you continue to hold through next week. One second, guys. So, yeah, that's personally what I would do. I'd just take all the profits here and move on. But if you don't, you certainly should take at least something out. So, congratulations to you, RGR111. Very happy for you. I hope you take your profits. Good luck to you in the future, and thank you for posting, and I look forward to some updates. What's going on here? Okay. So that is the show, guys. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. Link in the description down below. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.
My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold then, hold, sisters, hold then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons, off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars. Noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold then, hold, sisters, hold then.